What's going on YouTube? CEO in the making, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review on these Cohen E7 wireless Bluetooth headphones. So as you guys know, I've been doing a lot of headphone reviews lately. And basically, I've just been trying out a lot of different types of headphones and trying to see which ones are truly the best and why. And then when it comes to these, the reviews on Amazon are like through the roof. I mean, everybody that has bought a pair of these seems to love them. So I said, you know what, let me get a pair and see if the hype is real. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in this video. Stay tuned, let's get right into it. All right, so I'm kind of mad at myself because when I was ordering these, I thought I was ordering the noise canceling version, and it turns out that I wasn't. I just ordered the regular version, but they're pretty much the exact same pair of headphones without the noise cancellation. So anyway, the price point on these currently is $49 on Amazon. They come in a bunch of different colorways if you don't want this, regular colorway like you see here. So when you get them, they will come in a box like this, and they come with a micro USB cable, an aux cord to plug them up to whatever it is you're listening to, as well as a nice little carrying pouch like this here. So it says they take about 4 hours to charge, and on a full charge, you should get 30 hours of listening time. So these do support Bluetooth 4.0 as well as NFC connection. So let's go ahead and get them up close so you guys can get a better look at what they look like. So as you can see, primarily plastic. And to be honest, it's kind of a cheap looking plastic. On the underneath side, you're gonna have your on-off switch right here, and then right here is going to be where you would plug in the aux cord, and then right here is going to be your charging port. You can see on the ear cups there, got some decent little cushion, not bad there. And then the headband, in my opinion, it could use a little bit more cushion, but we're not going to complain just yet. And then on the right side of the headphones is where you're going to have your controls. So this triangle right here is what is going to control your music or your phone calls or whatever it is that you're listening to. So if you press on the top part of that triangle, that's going to be your play and pause. On this part of the triangle, that's going to be how you increase or decrease volume. And it also serves as how you go to the next song or go back to the previous song. So the way it works, if you press it and hold it, do like a long press, that's going to be when it controls the volume. If you just press it, quickly, that's when it controls advancing or going back to the, previous song. All right, so my first impressions on the overall, build quality of these headphones, to be honest, I mean, it feels very cheap. It even looks cheap, as you can see here, this plastic that they use, it almost feels fake, like, like it's a toy almost. But, then again, these are definitely a budget conscious pair of wireless, headphones, over ear headphones at that. So, you can't expect too much. Most headphones are made out of plastic anyway, but it just feels like this particular plastic, the way that they made it on these, it feels especially cheap. One other thing that kind of stood out as being cheap to me is just the button on the side of the headphones. Like when you click it, it makes this very cheap clicking sound. So that was something that stood out to me. Definitely not a fan of that, but I'm gonna hold my overall judgment until the end of the video. So one other thing about these that I'm not necessarily a fan of is that they don't, fold up. We see so many headphones that allow you to kind of fold them up where the ear cups go in, and it makes them more compact, if you need to put them in a bag or if you're traveling, on the go. So let's go ahead and put these on and show you guys what they look like while you wear them. So as you can see, these aren't exactly the most flattering headphones to wear. They do protrude out from your head quite a bit, which makes for kind of a funny look in my opinion. But again, these are going to be your budget conscious type of headphones, so you're not exactly, worried about the aesthetics all that much. So let's move on to what really matters with these headphones, which is going to be the sound quality. Now, these are some sleeper headphones. I'm not going to lie to you. Obviously when you take them out the box, you look at them, they don't really look like anything, too spectacular. Like I said, they look cheap. They kind of feel cheap. almost to the point that they feel fake, like they're, like they're a toy. But when you put these headphones on and you listen to music, you realize why these have such great reviews. Like, I was I'm impressed with these, man. These sound fantastic. Now, let me say, when you first put them on, you start playing music, it doesn't really sound like anything mind-blowing, but when you turn up the volume on these and you realize how well they stay consistent and, intact in terms of the quality, it is impressive. You know what I mean? Especially for the price point. I would put the way that these sound, especially at high volumes, I would put these over a lot of the other higher priced headphones that I've reviewed so far. Those $400 pair of Bose headphones that I reviewed, the noise canceling ones, in terms of sound quality, these sound better than those. So, I was definitely impressed. Again, when you turn the volume up on these, that's really when they shine and you see, what they have to offer. And let me say, these headphones get loud. So the volume, you can control it with that button like we talked about, but the volume control is not necessarily synced to your phone or whatever it is you're listening to. So if you, change the volume on your headphones, it's not going to change the volume on your phone. So if you have the volume on your phone set at halfway, if you turn these up all the way, it's still only going to be halfway on your phone, if that makes sense. So with most headphones, it syncs to the volume on whatever it is you're listening to. And when you control the volume, it does the same thing on your phone. So you can turn the volume all the way up on your phone and then turn the volume all the way up on the headphones to get them even louder, which is kind of a good and a bad thing. The good thing, it gets really loud. If you're a person that likes loud music, these definitely get loud. And then the bad part is it's kind of an inconvenience because you have to be worried about controlling volume on two different devices. I am a person that likes loud music, so I was blown away by these. Like I said, they get extremely, extremely loud, and they don't lose quality at the high volume. So they stay intact. They stay very in pocket. The bass is very surprising. It's a nice, clean, rich, punchy bass. It's not a sloppy, overwhelming, oh, look at me, I'm trying too hard type of bass. Like, it's real consistent. Like I said, it's real rich and punchy and really gives the music that added presence. The mids and the highs are very clear, and, all of them just come together and make for a very, immersive sound. So one thing I will say about these, like I already said, they get incredibly loud, and at the same time, they sound bleed like crazy. So if you're somebody that listens to headphones a lot, like in a library or at work or somewhere where sound isn't really welcomed, I probably would not go with these, because if you have these on and you have them turned all the way up, you got the volume turned all the way up on your phone as well as on the headphones, everybody around you is going to hear exactly what you're listening to. So that could be a bad thing. Like I said, if you're in a library or somewhere where it's supposed to be quiet. And I'll show you guys an example of how loud these things get.
Telling me to dumb it down, but shit, I'm too advanced. Came from the bottom, still I rise. That's working my inch. So much nonsense, I can't even make sense out of me.
All right, so as y'all could see and hear, anybody around you is going to know exactly what you're listening to if you have the volume turned all the way up. And my wife is actually the one that pointed it out to me. I was in a whole nother room, in our office, and she was in our bedroom, and she's like, I can hear those headphones. So again, just something to keep in mind. One other thing that I forgot, the controls on these, as far as the volume, it's backwards. That was one other pet peeve of mine with these headphones. So like, if you want to turn the volume down, you press up on the control. To me, that doesn't really make sense. So that's one thing that I forgot to mention that I wanted to point out. But yeah, other than that, man, definitely sleepers, in terms of sound quality. Not the best things to look at. They look kind of funny, look kind of cheap. But in terms of sound quality, I can see why these have the reviews that they have on Amazon. And to be honest, out of all the headphones that I've been reviewing lately, these might be my favorite one, based simply upon the value that you get. I mean, $50 and you get a pair of headphones that sound amazing. And like I said, they sound better than a lot of higher priced headphones that I reviewed. So in terms of value, these are off the charts, man. Off the charts. So the Cohen E7 wireless Bluetooth headphones. And these aren't, like I said, these aren't the noise canceling ones, but with headphones this loud, who needs noise cancellation? You're not gonna hear anything anyway. But that's it for this video, man. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna keep it moving, man. See you on the making. I'll see y'all next time.